Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to open up File, New File in Flash, choose ActionScript 2. It's okay. We open it up, and we're going to just start with some basic interactivity. First thing we want to do is we want to create the object that we're going to animate. So that's going to be a rectangle. We just build it using the rectangle tool. And the second thing we want to do is we want to change that into a symbol. Do that by hitting F8. And we will just simply call this a graphic. First, SYMBL, first symbol. Okay, fair enough. And then we're going to go, this timeline represents time, so we're going to click on it and press F6, and we'll move it to the place that we want it to be moved. And now we're going to go back to frame 1. We right click on it and we see create motion tween. So now we can tell if we use the scrubber tool, which is the red bar at the top, that we've created motion. Okay. If we export this by hitting Control Enter, we'll see our animation go over and over again. Okay. So this is basically the most fundamental stuff that we see in Flash, that you see on web advertising. Most of it uses motion tweens. However, we want to do something a little bit more involved, and so what we're going to do is we're going to create a button that's going to let it go forward. So in order to do this, we're going to start out with an oval tool. We'll click on oval tool, and that will be our button right there. Just for the sake of things, we'll give it a different color. And once again, we are going to turn it into a symbol. We do that by selecting it and hitting F8. In Flash, it's very important to have everything be a symbol. And of course, we'll call this button 1. And make sure that you select button. Okay, so there's your button. And notice it's lasting the entire movie. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create a basic action. We do that by selecting this layer and making sure that our window is open for actions. Go to Window, and we look for Actions, which is open. Okay. So we'll just make sure that we can see it. We'll just close it and open it again. There it is. Okay. We'll take this out and break it free just to give ourselves a little bit more space to see it. And the first action that we're going to do is we're just going to stop the movie. Okay. It's very important to see that the script assist is on, and the action to stop something is called, easily enough, stop. Okay. So now when we play our movie, nothing happens. Okay, because we have put a stop action at the very beginning. It acts like a big stop sign at the beginning of our movie. Movie is right here. It says we don't go anywhere because there's a stop action. Okay. To counter command that, we click on this button, which is a symbol, and we simply put in an action, which is play. And we can see that this script assist, which always needs to be on, says on release, play. And so now we run our movie. It stopped like before, but now when we hit the button, it goes. And that's how we get the most basic and fundamental interactivity. First building block of interactivity in Flash.